Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So what have we got in front of us? We have got a 3-litre diesel engine that we plucked out of the 3 series, as you all might have been watching so far. I've got 2 episodes out. I'll probably chuck that up in the corner up there, just so you've got an idea of what we're doing. If you've just clicked onto this video, please go and watch them before you watch this one. So what we're going to be doing in this episode is taking the head off of this. I was going to do it inside the car, but I just thought, nah, we're plucking it out, we're getting it out of there. So what we're going to be doing is cutting this chain off, as we can't rotate the engine whatsoever. It is seized, it is hydrolocked. What we're going to be doing then is be getting these head bolts out, and hopefully that'll split the head from the rest of the block. Probably get the exhaust manifold off and any sort of ancillaries that are left, and then we'll see what we've got. So we're going to crack on with that, and hopefully I'll have a better idea and I'll talk to you all about the plan with this engine. That took everything to get those bolts out. That took all my strength, and you're not allowed, well, you shouldn't use an impact wrench, and I don't even think that impact wrench could do it. That was hard graft, and I can see why they leave the engine in the car when you're undoing those bolts, because I was straddling it. You can probably see it in the time lapse, but that was a hard graft. But we're just gonna crack on, get the last couple of things off, and hopefully get this head off. Bloody hell. hopefully comes off. That's how it goes. Empty brick. Something still. We're off. Just taking the hydraulic lifters off of the head so we don't lose any. These all in a box or a bag or something like that. And we'll flip over the head and check, see what we've got really. Ooh, just out of interest. Lovely. So guys, this is obviously the head that we removed. That's the head gasket. You can remove that. Can we? Yeah, that's off. So we're gonna take that off. Pop this over here. So let's take a look at this. Let me get your thoughts, if you have any thoughts at all. So spread down the middle. We've got these three top sort of valves. They look pretty good. Like obviously the water, oil, rust has gotten to these three. These three, they're pretty carbon free. Obviously you can see that with a bit of a clean. This is a pretty good head in my opinion. Obviously we need to get it tested and to see if it's still obviously working, but it shouldn't have affected the top end, this hydrolock, as of course the water got into the bores. And we've got, okay, I think they're all equal. Like that's the timing sort of thing. That's how they're supposed to be timed. I think we'll have to open the bottom end as well to see where we are. So we'll have to take the gearbox off and see where we are. I'm gonna get a second opinion from a guy who is my sort of mechanic. He's been letting me into a few secrets and a few tips on how to get this off, and just the whole process really. But I've been doing it whilst and then he'll wait for my sort of next stage, and this is the next stage. So I will be talking to him about what I should do next, and it is probably check out the bottom end and see where we are. Of course, get a good look in there. Rusty bores, just water, oil, just disgusting. Of course, sludge down there. So please give me some feedback on what you think I should do. We've got a couple of options, of course. My favorite option is to get a donor car from Copart, plonk it right next to there, move all this clutter out the way, pop them straight next to each other, so then I can take one bolt off there and put it onto here, take one bolt off there and put it onto there. And I think that might be the simplest and most effective way of doing this in terms of time. I've got bolts, parts laying everywhere. I'd love to tell you that it's all organised, but I've just chucked them all into a box, as you know how it is. You're taking something apart. I didn't have in my mind that I was going to be putting this same engine back in, so I didn't take note of where all the bolts went. So I don't regret that. All I know is that my options may be limited now, as I'd like to get a donor engine or a second-hand engine, reconditioned engine, but you're looking at 1,200 quid, say. Maybe you're looking closer to 2 grand for the whole car. Crashed, obviously I'll get as battered as I can as long as the engine's good, and I'll probably take the wheels and then sell the rest, so you could make some money off the shell, seats, gearbox maybe, because I can reuse that gearbox. Whatever it may be, I may be quids in if I get a donor car, and maybe we could have a drift E92 out of the shell maybe and do an engine swap, who knows. But that is my favourite option, because there's so many ways I could go about that instead of just getting the engine and it costing me nice premium, and then I'm taking my time looking through all the bolts, looking through pictures, looking through every different thing just to get this engine back in. And that's doable. That is doable. By no means sort of necessary. That will be a possibility, but I really do like the idea of swapping the engine straight over, having all the spare bolts, parts, and we can literally get a really good car out of 2 cars, one that was going to be scrapped anyway. And yeah, I like that option. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'm probably going to end out this video here, just on this good sort of note and a nice little update for you all. And I will be cracking on with this now. I'll hopefully get my mechanic around tonight, maybe next couple of days, and he can give me his thoughts, as of course I'm not as experienced as a lot of people that have been doing this. And yeah, I'll hopefully get this video uploaded and we'll all come to a decision, as I'm not too certain on what I should do, but I've got a good idea. I just gotta find a car on Copart or find a breaker's yard that got an engine for me. Of course I'll need a new turbo and stuff like that, and I'll be buying all new gaskets, fluids, all the different chains, stuff like that. I will be updating as much as I can, servicing it all before it goes back in. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. I always try my best to give you the best video possible. Of course the video has been a bit slower, but good things take time, of course. Good things take time and money, let me say that. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Please go support me on Instagram. I'll put that up here. I've also got a Twitter account now, so I'll put that up there as well. Let's grow this thing. Let's go big. Let's go home. No, let's not go home. Let's go big or go home. And we're going big, boys. Right, let's get it. See you in the next episode. Ta-da.